every pilot, regardless of what they fly. From the new and sophisticated to the no-frills vintage. Had to take that first flight, that first lesson. Today on the FlightLine, we're taking someone up on a discovery flight to experience the awe in taking the controls of an aircraft for the first time.
I'm very nervous. I've never flown before on my own. I don't know what I'm doing, so hopefully Paul will help me.
Generally what you expect out of first-time students when they go up is that they first off, they don't realize they're going to be flying, and they're a little overwhelmed when they first start flying, and that's one of my favorite things is, you're flying, I'm just over here helping out. The other thing that I really enjoy about it is kind of watching those little sparks of knowledge just taking hold, where the person's flying the airplane and they're starting to understand pitch, they're starting to understand roll, they're starting to understand how the airplane operates.
I wanted to be a pilot, but I changed my mind. It's not air traffic control. You have to have your private pilot's license. So I wanted to try it out. I have been on big commercial jets and I've toured a small one, but I've never flown on my own.
With the pre-flight briefing and walk-around completed, it was time to pull the Cessna 172 Skyhawk out of the hangar and prepare for flight.
All right, so get your feet up on the rudder pedals. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a turn here to the left, and notice don't use your hands at all, use your feet. See how the airplane turns left?
Yeah.
Okay, feel that? And I'm gonna have you make one to the right. So you come up with your foot on the right pedal and make one to the right. Then I want you to feel those brakes with you here, and we're gonna just kind of gradually bring the airplane to a stop. So that's our taxiing lesson for the day.
Perfect.
And so using a little bit of power there. Now this is our throttle, just like a gas pedal in the car, it's right here. Everything's gonna overwhelm you kind of mentality here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we're out here, this is your speed indicator here. It's your altitude here, your pitch here. Okay, we're not going to worry too much about that today.
Clear takeoff 32 with a right turn, Cessna 52560.
Okay, we got gas, flaps, gas, and gear. My heart and know it'll fly. I've got the power. I want you to come onto the yoke with me. Lined up on the runway with our feet. I just brought it to a stop with the brakes. Now our feet come off the brakes and our feet are on the bottom. Power's coming in. Just need one hand on here. Use your left one. You're going to learn with. We'll come in with the power, and we're going to track that center line with our feet. Oh, we're tracking it?
Yeah.
Okay. Pulling down the runway here a little bit. About 60 knots. She's getting ready. She's wanting to fly a little bit. And she's flying. Okay, now. Take a little bit of trim off right there. You're flying, not me. Looking good. Okay. Let's get that nose down just a little bit. There you go. For about 90 there. Great. Love it. Here's about 500 feet or so. We'll go to the end of the runway here and then we'll make a right turn. Flying, I'm so. You're doing fine. Get that nose down just a hair and you're doing great. Give me a right turn to the right here.
Your feet, right?
Oh, your hands.
Oh.
There you go. Your feet follow. There you go. Good. Excellent. Much. There you go. Now what you're looking at is you notice the horizon starts turning left and right there.
Yeah.
And notice the horizon's gone now because it's below the nose. So we'll push down a little bit, we'll keep that horizon, and we'll keep it balanced right there, and there'll be a nice little pitch attitude right there.
Oh, cool.
You see that? And I pick a spot where the nose of the airplane is on the horizon, and I try to keep it right there, and I make a left turn all the way around. Don't look over there, look out the nose. Now the rudders, you feel that? Feel how that kind of getting a little bit of yaw, feel that rear end kind of swaying around?
Yeah.
Think of the rudder as like a fireman. He drives the back of the airplane. And if you look here, right here, see where that little house stays underneath? That means you're coordinated. So we want to keep that rudder, keep that tail following the airplane. What I'm going to do is get rid of some power. And notice when I start getting rid of power and I want you to hold altitude, what do you got to do?
Pull it up.
I guess you're fine. I'm just watching it. So what that tells you is we get rid of power, the airplane flies at a higher deck angle, doesn't it? See it?
Yeah.
How slow it is? But I can change that by doing this and adding just a little bit of flap. And look what happens to the airplane now. And notice we're flying now. Take a look outside. What do we got hanging out there? The flap's hanging out there. And look at how slow we're flying. Feeling good? Feeling all right?
Yeah, this is cool. Oh.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine. This is fun.
All right. This is probably a little windier than you'd want to do on your first day, but that's the way. Okay, get rid of all that power. Okay, we're going to bring it right down to the ground here. Got it straight?
Yep.
All right, looking good. Still flying. 60 knots again, watching our speed, and it wants to fly. You're flying, so let's get her up in the air. There it goes. What's that?
Not as scary as you made it seem.
Oh! Is that bad?
No, not at all.
Can you give me a left turn? Right in here and let that nose keep coming down. Just keep following me through, doing a good job. See that runway right there? That's what we're gonna land on.
The same one?
Yep.
It was fun. It was kind of scary because it's such a little airplane and all the wind was bouncing around. I did not expect my stomach to fly. And I didn't expect I'd be doing all the flying. I thought you'd help me a little bit more.
What we did today was a discovery flight, and a discovery flight basically is a first lesson. And what we did is we went through a pre-flight, actually a pre-flight briefing, and then we actually did an actual pre-flight on an airplane. Did an engine start, a taxi out, a run-up, a takeoff, some maneuvering, and we came back in the pattern and landed.
Not many other 17-year-olds can say that they've flown an airplane by themselves. It would take some getting used to, but I think I could easily do it if I put my mind to it.
Allison did wonderful today. The things that Allison did really well is, first off, she showed up with a really good attitude, and that attitude is, I want to learn. A lot of people show up on a discovery flight saying, entertain me, and it isn't really an entertainment flight, it's a flight lesson. It's your first flight lesson. So if you show up ready to learn for your discovery flight, you're going to have a much better experience.
This is to everyone who said I'd crash and die today. I didn't do it, and I made it all by myself. I flew an airplane. I did it!